Welcome back to the Hearthstone Report. It is Sunday. JJ's with me. How you doing, JJ?
I'm doing fine.
Did you know that the people in our Discord are literally the greatest people in the world?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why they're there, right?
Great. Yeah, exactly. That's how they found their way there. Because when you want to enter our Discord, you have to show your GOAT certificate. That's not true. Anyone can enter.
You can basically get by just subscribing to the channel and being a cool person.
It's exactly. You get your GOAT certificate on door 1, and you walk up to the second counter and you hand it in, showing that you have your GOAT certificate, and you enter the Discord. That's how you do it. So go check that out. Link is in the description. Great community. Really, really great. I recommend it to everyone watching this. Talk to us, talk to some people, but we'll get into the Hearthstone Report because some single player content is going to become available.
Yeah, next week on Thursday.
That's a couple of days from now.
May 16th.
That's not a long time.
Yeah, that is not a very long time, and they've just released both a developer insight type thing where they talked about it, but they've also released some additional video footage that they never showed on their YouTube channel.
Yep.
And I kind of dissected that to try to get all of the information that we have about the single player content all together. For every wing that you finish, you get 3 Rise of Shadows card packs. For buying the whole thing, you get the Golden Zelda Shadow Cloak. That is not new information. I just want to reiterate that so we know. There is 9
It seems a little lackluster.
There's 9 different characters we can play. And first of all, I'm going to go into the different 5 wings.
Yes.
The first wing we get for free on May 16th.
It's the Dalran Bank.
Yeah. The second wing we can purchase on May 16th, and the other ones release in, as they said, the following weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 1 per week.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Every 7 days after the initial release. Not officially stated though, so next few weeks is all we're getting.
That's our estimation.
As a fact. Exactly, the 5 wings. The first one is the Dalran Bank, and every single wing has its own little twist that affects how the gameplay works. And the twist for the Dalran Bank is called Coin-Filled Coffers.
Coin-Filled Coffers.
Whatever that means.
It's a twist.
We don't exactly know.
I assume it involves the coin, like the card, the coin.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was something like the treasure chest or like the waxy presents for when that was a brawl.
Exactly.
Where just kill this thing, get some coins.
Get some coins.
The second wing is the Violet Hold, the twist of imprisoned minions.
Imprisoned minions.
Which is kind of like a dormant minion. The thing is on the board, and then it has a countdown counter, and it then summons the minion. They specifically showed that it summons the Grim Patron, the one that they had. We don't know for a fact if that's specifically always that, but
the Violet Hold is the prison, right?
Something along that variety is going to happen in every match that you enter in the Violet Hold wing.
And you got to defeat the guards in this one to kind of advance to the next one.
Third one, Streets of Dalaran with a twist, Crowded Streets.
Crowded Streets.
No clue what that means.
No,
but anyways.
No idea. But it's close enough to Streets of Gadgets
if you want
to like it.
Speculate about anything, there's a comment section out there.
There's comments, Discord, opinions.
Yeah, right, there's a Discord as well.
Opinions.
We haven't mentioned the Discord at all yet, have we? No, we have.
And the Great Inhabitant.
The Underbelly has the twist of swapped attack and health.
Hey, this one's very straightforward, actually.
Yeah, and this one they felt the need to demonstrate, so we know that it exactly does what we would expect it to do.
It swaps the minions attack and health.
Yeah, and that just is a default thing at all times. Not 100% certain if that affects how tutor spells work. Because sometimes they do work that way, sometimes they don't. But once they're on the board, for sure, switch attack and health. All minions, yours, your enemies, all of them. Also, all of the effects, the twists seem to be mirrored in some way. So the imprisoned minions also work for both sides, but you saw that.
Yeah.
The twist for the Kirin Tor Citadel, which is the 5th and final wing, is 4 additional encounters.
I assume there's going to be 4 encounters that are additional.
Yes.
Which ones those are, we don't know.
I'm just going to assume that I think normally what it was for the old ones was that there was 8 encounters. And so this will just have more, I guess. Not all encounters are combat encounters, but
you have the Bartender Bob.
Yeah, he is, for example, not a combat encounter.
He's kind of like a friendly bartender, if you're getting my twist there.
Yes, and what you can do for him is, once you enter into the match with him, he pulls 4 minions out of your deck, and he pulls 4 minions out of his deck. We don't know exactly how the pull for his deck works, but there appears to be a lot of legendaries in there. And you get 5 cards added to your hand, and you get some coins. They showed it with 2. I'm not sure if that depends on any kind of factors.
Yeah.
And you can play those cards. One card is to let one of your minions go.
Yep.
That just removes it from
your deck.
From your deck. There is one for that deck, by the way, costs 0.
Yeah.
All the other ones cost 1.
One's for recruiting. That way you can get one of his minions and he's on the board into your deck.
Yeah. One appears to be, from the bit of text you can read, appears to be like Gang Up, but for your deck. So choose one of your minions, add 3 more copies to your deck.
Yeah. And the other 2,
we don't know.
Don't know.
One is Tall Tales, one is Telltale, I believe, or something like that.
Tell a story.
Tell story.
Tell stories, tell tales, something like that.
So those 2 seem somewhat related. If I had to guess, I would say that it has something to do with spells.
Maybe it has
the other
something
ones
to do with
are minion
spells. Maybe it's also to do with the minions. We'll see.
We don't know for sure. We have seen the 3 decks for Warrior, which I'm just going to show you real quick.
Yeah.
The frames from the video. We don't have to necessarily go through those. There is the 4th option, however, that I want to draw your attention to, which is a random deck. And from how it sounded in the video on YouTube, those decks are actually relatively random. So it's not just one of the 3, so you're actually getting
it's just a thrown together random deck.
A random constructed deck, but they did say that they made sure that the curve was going to be reasonable.
So the decks are going to be sensible. Sort of like a whiz-bang-ish sort of idea.
Well, it sounds like it's more like an autocomplete type of idea, but
okay, so it'll always be randomized whenever you pick it. Okay, fair enough.
Because you already got like the whiz-bang thing with the 4 other decks. Then we got the fact that every hero, as we've previously known, has 3 hero powers. Mm-hmm. We know the 3 hero powers for both Mage and Rogue. Actually, no, for Rogue we only know 2.
Yeah.
The additional hero powers besides the regular one, which is always going to be one hero power, is always going to be the regular one for the class. There's always going to be a condition to unlock them that you can fulfill through your runs. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a roguelike element, so that when you replay it, you got more options. Yeah. We don't know exactly if those conditions are class bound or not, but definitely something you can relatively easily do. They show for Rogue the Cut Less, which is basically just backstab as a hero power.
Cut less. That's a pun.
That is very much a pun. Again, hero powers on the screen. We can assume that one of the hero powers for both Paladin and Warrior are the same ones as for the current Tavern Brawl. Again, details on the screen. We don't know that for sure, but it would make sense because all the other bosses that were in there and stuff also had the hero powers accordingly. I wouldn't be at all surprised if those just were the hero powers for the single player content.
Cut less, stab more. That's my motto.
Yeah.
Unofficial.
Then also we got Heroic Mode, which is returning from the other adventures, in which on top of increased difficulty you also get an anomaly. 3 anomalies were shown / told about. One is whenever you play, they said, a bigger minion, you get a treasure. The exact details of what those treasures are in detail and what qualifies as big minion wasn't explained.
5 plus, stats add up to 10 or more.
Something like that.
We don't know.
Probably cost based, maybe health based, I don't know. One of the treasures is the 4 mana Continuum Collider. Take an extra turn, your opponent takes an extra turn after that.
It's a better Temporis, because you get to go first.
Yeah, it's basically like, in most situations it's going to be like the Mage Quest reward, the Time Warp, because you don't want to use it unless you're getting really good value out of it.
Or it will just straight up win.
Yeah, likely. Then, I think besides that, the other 2 anomalies are that your spells cast twice, additional targets chosen randomly, and that it adds 10 portals, unstable portals, to your deck.
That's a lot of instability.
On top of that, one more thing is that they had one video released which didn't really show anything except that you can finish the wings in any order of your choosing.
Correct. So you don't have to go 1 through 5 in that order. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But you have to wait for a wing to release to be able to purchase it.
Obviously. The wings, I didn't say it in the beginning, the wings, besides the first one that's free, each cost 700 gold. Mm-hmm. I think you can also buy them with money. As a matter of fact, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, I'm certain that you can.
It would probably be $10.
I don't remember the prices, but
it's usually,
preferably don't. Just save us some gold. Be reasonable.
Even though I find it a little bit questionable if it's worth it to do it, because the wing gives you 3 packs?
Yeah, it gives you 3 packs
for 700 gold,
and you're getting the Zale, the Shadow Cloak if you have all wings.
Yeah. If
you do the math for the dust value for the gold legendary plus the card plus the gold value for the card packs, it pretty much exactly equals out to the cost that you're actually paying.
So can you dust the legend reward?
That is unknown, but Zale, we've also finally officially gotten the actual card text for it, which is get one of Zale's evil decks, and we've had it leaked before, the fact that it's like Whizbang, and it's 5 decks, so likely just one for every class that is in the League of Evil.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like going to be a Boom, Hagatha, Togwaggle themed deck.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout on whether he can be disenchanted, because if not, it's very, very questionable to me that this is worth it to do, because to me it's not. I'm not gonna, if he's not dustable, I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably not gonna play the wings.
So for me the idea is, if you want to like min-max your dust efficiency and everything, this is probably not worth it.
No.
But it's probably going to be a very fun play mode, so if you like the previous single player content, this seems to be like the most developed version of that. And for that alone, I think for people that enjoy the single player content, it's definitely worth saving up some gold and getting a bit less on your inside of packs.
And if you can't do that, you can't afford it, or you don't want to because you're a star, you're a beginner, you don't have that much, and you want to focus on grinding a ladder yourself, you can always watch it. You can watch us play it, because I'm pretty sure we will, because JJ loves those kinds of modes.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to play that on the channel in some capacity.
Because I know that JJ will get them.
Yeah.
He likes that stuff. So we're going to play it, and you can watch us do that if you desire to do so. Also, we're just going to quickly say, because the Hearthstone Championship just happened, congratulations to Hunter Ace. He won the championship, Hearthstone World Champion. You know, good stuff.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but we are finally acknowledging that.
Well, I mean, there was no point in making a Hearthstone report just about that, so this just happened to be the next report after that.
The final game, the 5th game, was about the craziest Hearthstone game I've ever seen. If you haven't seen the final, just go watch that. Even just the last game. It was absolute madness. And the tournament was spotty. There's some valid criticisms surrounding the whole thing. We got to be honest about that. In terms of location, venue, language, issues for sure. But it went down and found a honorable winner. So if you've seen that, if you haven't, then definitely go ahead and do that. But that's it for us today, correct?
Yes.
That's all we had to talk about. Looking forward to the single player content for sure. And if you have some ideas about possible hero powers, possible heroes, and possible rewards that you maybe want to see or you think is going to be seen, some of the twists and the hallucinations that you think about might be possible to be in the game, let us know in the comments your theories, and go join our Discord. I said it again, in the description, link to the TrashcanTV Discord server. You can talk to us, talk to the community. It's a fun time out there. People are having all kinds of fun, but also talking some good life stuff. It's a great community to get better at Hearthstone. So if you're interested in that, then show up and leave a like. Yes.
One more thing that I just remembered. Our Hearthstone budget decks can now be found on Top Hearthstone Decks. Yes. Hearthstone-decks.net.
Yes, huge thank you to my boy Neon31.
Yes.
Real dude. He's running a pretty cool website for all sorts of decks, and we are lucky enough to be able to work with him and giving him some exposure, giving some shout outs on our channel, and he's publishing our decks, which is great, because if those reach more people, then more people will get what we like to think are pretty good beginner-friendly Hearthstone decks for successful competitive ladder climbing, which you can also find on our YouTube channel, of course, as always.
Yeah, and conveniently enough, on the same website, you're gonna also find decks that hit really high legend ranks.
Really, really good really good website. So you get everything you need. So go check it out for sure. So just subscribe to our channel and leave a like on this, because we are about to be out of here. We still have some gameplay to get in. But thank you for watching and listening, and we'll see you in the next one. JJ.
That's it.
That's it.